Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. So the Rockets win the tip. Here's Billups. Pass to Towns. Wagner on the wing. Knocked loose. And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
And so it's Houston with it.
Brown showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock if his teammate has something a little better.
Driving in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Ball with it. Towns covering. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Another shot. And he's missed his first two shots of the game. Down low. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
Boy, you look at Jalen Green. All the tools to be a star.
It may take some time. Now, growing up, he was always the most talented, but he is a gym rat and a worker, a grinder. So I bet on him to reach his full potential soon. Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
So it's the Mavericks now, following the score by Houston. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Basket counts.
5 straight buckets to start the game. Off to a hot start.
Crosses over. He takes it in.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
Down it goes. Jam that one home.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Drives to the hoop. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Timeout called. Houston.
When it comes to Jalen Green now, it's obvious he can score. That's a given, but he's also a remarkable athlete, and his vertical really jumps out at you, if you will.
A different look for Dallas. Now off the inbound. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Well, I love the court awareness there. Towns zipping the ball over to his teammates, a willing passer.
Here's West. A dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Man, some of the dunks we see from Green, the throwdowns are just insane.
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, this young fella has a bright future ahead of him. He's got confidence. He obviously is a tremendous athlete. He looks like he's got the work ethic that's going to allow him to realize his potential.
And Embiid with the block.
A fantastic defender. Embiid is consistent, not only blocking shots, but going after them as well, especially when he's in the area.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Billups, averaging around 5 points a game. Tries again. And the layup is good. He's got 14.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
Come on, B.A. Emphatic slam from a player who does it better than most.
Oh, defense optional when the freight train is coming.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that poster.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Towns. Fires for 3. Fires in the triple.
And Ellis is really a remarkably consistent shooter from deep. Nice, efficient stroke. Doesn't get any better than watching him fire from outside.
You look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on no matter how you decide to frame it up.
And so it's Houston. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Rockets.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
So it's the Mavericks now. They trail by 9. One thing this Rockets team does very well, they get themselves to the line.
That they do, and they make it hurt once they do. Effectively drawing fouls and making your free throws is something some teams struggle with, but this Houston squad has it down.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from his second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go. Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, he certainly gives them a chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. 7 points in the game.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Jones up top. On the wing, Irving. 6 to shoot. Irving is double. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Jones misses.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Pass to Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And they doubled up Irving. Jones with the ball. Back to Giddey. That one's good for 2.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's West. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Dallas now. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Mutombo. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And at 7'2", all Mutombo needs is a position near the hoop, and he throws it down.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., a valuable offensive weapon, even if he's a bit of a volume shooter, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, his efficiency has never been a selling point, but he consistently will fill up the box score and always willing to shoot and can create for himself. And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
There's Ball with a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Giddey. Left side Irving. Back to Giddey. Now here's Jones. Here's DeRozan. 50 move. Can't get the layup.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And there's the screen. Launches a 3. The Rockets pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Outside Jones. Rebounded by Marion. The Mavericks trailing. And he jams it home with authority.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Irving for three. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Hey, he's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man.
You don't. I mean, as a defender, you got to just stash that one in the memory bank and make sure it doesn't burn you the next time.
And he drives in. The crossover. Pass to Mutombo. Timeout on the floor. Mavericks.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Wagner. The three. Another three from Houston.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go. He is anchored in and making a living down low tonight.
43 seconds left in the first half. Here's Billups on the take.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
I was just about to say the same thing.
And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks.
So he kept talking about it. His nigga said, who gives a fuck? That nigga continue to list off this. Don't nobody care, bro.
To play in the second quarter. Here's Billups. Smith, good.
Boy, I like how
They're overpriced anyway. And I work for Apple, bro. Them overpriced people, you can get way better headphones for that price, bro. Way better headphones.
Pass to Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's Houston now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Timeout called. Houston. And Dallas with possession. Down by 12. Ball left side. Here's Claxton. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 6 on the shot clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Joel Embiid.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul.
Why is
They
free
didn't
throws
give him
like that? Them
any
shits are
choice
gross.
but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The 3 from Ball.
Why are you doing that to yourself?
Second chance effort. It doesn't go for him. And Houston will come the other way.
They've had a slight
Good
leg
shit.
up on
Their
the
team
boards
needed
and
something.
a
They were
big
hard.
leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
They were bad with no hope of getting
Timeout
better.
called
They
by
need to do
Dallas.
this shit.
And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Out to the right wing. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
An area of big improvement for Christian Wood recently, his defensive presence. He's been doing more on that end of the floor the last couple of seasons.
The Mavericks making a switch here. That defensive improvement certainly shows up in Wood's stats, Clark.
Clearly, you look at his rebounds, BA, his shot blocking, all areas where he's making a bigger impact. You love seeing a guy like him, who took a while to find his way into the league, step up in that manner.
Fires the 3. Claxton with a rebound. Here's West. He's got 7. To the middle. And the deficit down inside single digits. 9 points in the game.
Yeah, and you know, a tough, crafty scorer inside. West showing you he's not just an elite jump shooter.
Pass to Wagner. Towns with the ball. Here's Billups. He's got 7.
There's no way
Shot's good by Towns.
this game just
Towns
fucking
has
hates me.
got 6.
In the paint, Towns is just a nightmare for defenders. His size is a huge advantage.
I stole the ball.
Here's West.
Nigga ran into the defense, stole the ball again,
Takes it inside.
and then Carl
Lays
Towns
it
got an
up
open
and banks
layup.
it in.
The assist.
They're on fire
Because he went
right
for the loose
now,
ball and
shooting
missed.
80% to start the second
When it's
half.
West Unseld and my player, they stole the ball from Cat. Not his my player.
Out left to
From
the
Cat.
wing.
Cat.
Pass to Billups.
Nigga don't hustle for shit. Nigga
Knocks
don't
it
hustle
loose.
for shit. Yo, why can't he
And
get
it's
the
out of
ball?
bounds to the
Yeah, he gotta
Rockets
get
as
cut.
Houston retains possession.
I'm re-upgrading Mutombo, bro.
In for the Mavericks.
Like what?
Serge Ibaka.
Timeout called. Houston. You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power, Grant.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what
Oh, I
to
ain't got
do.
time for that headache.
Finding his own
Best
purpose
thing y'all
and
said.
his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. 5 on the clock. Here's Giddey. No good that time. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to West. Here's Marion. And Dallas calls time here.
To Dallas.
And this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Shot clock at 6. Shot from the low block. Irving knocks it away.
Here he goes again, bro. Like, you gotta guard the ball. What the fuck, yo? Some nigga's annoying. He's doing everything he can to try to go guard the open man.
Second
Not
half
me.
here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Irving comes to help. Into the lane. And there's the slam. Just to finish it off.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow.
High-level skills being showcased out there now, fellas. I mean, that was a terrific hoop.
To the inside. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 24.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, there's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product. Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. Now a timeout called by Houston. Houston in the lead.
What?
A minute and a half left in the third. Pass to Jones. Now Embiid. 5 to shoot. And that one is stuffed right through.
You know, a feed like this shows you how well-rounded Joel Embiid's game is becoming and what a good teammate he is. He's not just looking for his own.
Ibaka with it. Picked up by Embiid. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. One minute left in the third quarter. Outside Giddey. Screen by Embiid. Right wing. Back to Giddey.
Yeah, that's goalie.
Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Jones. It's deflected. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. 36 seconds left in the third. Here's West. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Outside Irving. And the shot goes. Irving's got 9.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Woo! B.A.? That's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
That one's off.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And So it's the Houston Rockets. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Right side Giddey. High post Towns. Outside Irving. Puts up a three. Connects from downtown. 30 points in the game.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win and reach, don't expect him to let up. Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And there's the drive. And a two-handed jam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And Irving powers it home.
The doctor is in. What a display of those trademark dunking abilities. Quite unique, Julius Irving.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Ball outside. Lets it go from deep. On target from range.
Well, I like the fact that this is something Ball continues to work on, that deep shot of his. He knows he's got to be a threat from deep to expand this game.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Greg.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
Both shots good from the stripe. Time called here. The Mavericks decide to talk it over. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. It's rebounded by Houston. Now Giddey. Pass to Towns. Back to Giddey. And now the Mavs on the run. Marion. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Embiid. Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Towns can't get it to go.
And this is exactly who you... Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful. B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Exercising his authority.
Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Three-pointer, no good. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
You've also got to commend them for how they've attacked the basket. They've been aggressive. They've not settled and have consistently gone at the rim.
Here he goes. Oh, my goodness. Powered it home.
Did you see it? Ridiculous.
What a
Bringing
finish.
the house down.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter here. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Mavericks with a rebound.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
Driving to the basket. Jams it in off the great move.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Pass to Irving. The shot that time not on target. And it's Dallas the other way. From behind the arc. Joel Embiid with the board. And the Rockets with possession here. They lead by 11.
At this point, it's looking like it's over. Time is winding down, and this is going to be a win for the Rockets.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
Well, these teams meet 3 more times, so it has to feel great to take the first contest. It gives you a mental edge going forward against the Mavericks.
Outside Giddey. Irving with it. Guarded now by Ball. Back to Giddey. There's the triple. And he can't get that one. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
And so the Rockets take the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win.